There's something weird here. I have to check. Hi everyone, I'm Max from the Max team and I am with Jambre. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Yes, we are tonight for this second round of the Max League of Nations 2 involving the Czech Republic versus Taiwan. And I guess both teams won their first match last week. So the winners tonight will be qualified for the main stage of the Max League of Nations. And the two other nations of this group H are Luxembourg and Ukraine, which lost their first game. What do you think about this group and the match from tonight?
I don't know too much about this group, but I do know that the Czech Republic has a very strong team. Also, they went a long way last time, if I remember right.
Czech Republic was a runner-up in the Max League of Nations 1. I guess it's UK will won it. Don't remember.
I
very
think
well.
it might have been the UK. Yeah.
a small country.
Yeah, little known country.
Okay, and do you have any clue on the players from Taiwan maybe? So they are
I know Shaxi. He's going to be in match number 3. I must admit, I'm not familiar with Malagos.
Okay, and Xin Hung. Okay.
Xin Hung, yeah.
And as you see, we'll have Ijala versus G9 Malagos in first BO3, then Enigma versus Xin Hung. And then if the score is not 2-0, we'll have Filey, or 0-2. We'll have Filey versus Shaxi. And we are going to check the lineups right now. So as you know, guys, the nations have to bring 9 different classes in their 3 lineups. So that's why we'll have very different lineups. But we'll see the order of the matches are drawn randomly, and you'll see that tonight this drawn is perfect because we'll have few mirror match. And you see, we start with Malagos lineup here. So he's bringing a Demon Hunter, a Paladin, and a Rogue. And if you like Rogue, I guess you want to keep your place here because you will not see any Rogue because both of them has been banned tonight. We have the Demon Hunter and Paladin. Okay, and we are in LHS format. So what is it? We have a Jace Demon Hunter. We're Kurtrus. Okay.
Yeah.
We can't see any Ilginos anymore, I assume.
No, not usually. Usually the Kurtrus alone's enough damage to finish most games. So the need for Ilginov's not there. Interesting, there's a Viper teched into the Demon Hunter.
Yeah. Okay.
Mainly that would hit rogues, so it's pretty viable on ladder where it's like 80% rogues. But in this kind of format where you're only allowed to submit rogue once and you're able to ban it, it's kind of interesting that a Viper's there.
Yeah, and the Paladin's Librum one with all the good cards known as Lady Lyadrin, Cariel, Varian, Librum of Hope, and Mr. Smite. Interesting in the list. Okay.
Yeah.
And Muggle. Okay. Nothing. Oh, one Trug is lost in the list. Only one.
Yeah. Normally the spots would be double Trog instead of the Mr. Smite. For a more standard list. Okay. But maybe the Mr. Smite's just like they were intending not to ban weapon rogue potentially, and they needed a little bit extra burst.
Yeah, and when you have this Mr. Smite at the end of the game with all your Librum or Wisdom at 0 in your hand, So can be interesting. Okay, let's check the opponent's lineup. Yala bringing a druid, a rogue, and a shaman. So no rogue. So we won't have any issue with the maestra. Okay, the druid. Oh, is a Yoxaron one with Maligos. Okay,
Yes.
Maligos versus Maligos. So okay,
interesting. I like the Malagos. Yeah, big fan of that card.
Oh, only one copy of Abominable Lieutenant. Okay, only one. Yeah, okay. Okay, it doesn't use the corruption thing with the two 6/6 that can be 0.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because he is running Moon Touched Amulet still, but not running Charge or any of the other corrupt stuff.
And only one copy. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah. We'll have to ask him about this the build of this deck. Okay, and then we have the shaman. Yes, I love this one. It's the shaman from Wire. The OTK one with a charge bringing you infinite damage in end thanks to Bolna. Okay. If you don't know the deck, I hope we can see the OTK because it's magical. Okay, anything to say about this lineup? How is it okay for you?
Yala's one looks interesting. The Druid for me looks like a really weird build.
Yeah.
Normally with like Malagos, you want like a lot of cheap stuff, but this kind of slower ramp style, it's kind of hard to dump your hand a bit, so it's a bit harder to get as much value from him. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Mutinous in both of Yala's decks could hit some big targets in the Demon Hunter and the Paladin. We've got Jace, potentially. We've got Lady Liadrin as well. So I'm keeping an eye on him.
Okay, we're switching here to the match. Oh yes, it's working, and I'm gonna give the players the go. So starting with Maligos. Okay, he has a very strange name because not in a classic alphabet. I have to check if it's him. It's him. Okay, it's okay. You can start. Good luck. And Yala, I know how to spell Yala. It's okay, you can start. Good luck as well. What do you think will be the start? The class to start from on Yala's side?
I think I've seen Yala playing a bit of Druid, so I think he'll probably queue that.
Okay.
First, just because it's maybe more of a favorite turn.
Yala is not replying me. He's telling him, waiting for Friday to join Coil. Okay. So as you know, the three players have to have the right to discuss every play of every match. So Yala will be talking with Enigma and his friend Filey for Czech Republic, and G9 Maligos will play with Xilin Ang and Chaxi. Okay, and now we're waiting for Filey to join the Czech call. Okay, what is it telling me? Okay, and here, what is it telling me? I send friend request. Okay, so I have to make Yala accept the friend request. Oh, preparing to battle friend. I guess we're about to see the start of this first BO. So you have Yala at the bottom of your screen. So if you want to cheer Czech Republic, you have to use the command ! Bottom And if you want to cheer Taiwan, you use the command !top because they're at the top of your screen. Okay. Oh, where is he? Yeah, preparing to battle a friend as well. And it's Coco time, so we are very on time here. We have 10 minutes delay, so we are in your future.
Yes.
Future. That's it. So I am Marty McFly and Jambre is Duck because of the color of his hair.
I was gonna say that.
And Baby Bear, I assume you know her, on the chat saying hello, Baby Bear.
Yeah, I know Baby Bear.
Okay, preparing to battle friend. They're waiting. Okay. I hope Filey is live now. Why is he? Can I see him connected? No, I cannot see him connected. So maybe we have to wait for him. But it can start at every moment. So maybe I can give you some ranking. In the group 1 we have Brazil and Poland above, and Spain and Australia lost their first match. Group B, Argentina and Serbia ahead, sorry. And Thailand and Austria lost their first match. Group C, Canada versus Croatia, with Croatia at leading the group. Romania and Philippines at the end. Group D, Portugal and Russia, and then USA and India. USA lost to Russia on last Thursday, so it was 2-1. Okay, and then we have United Kingdom and Mexico in the head of the group E. Mm-hmm. They beat Netherlands and New Zealand. We have France and Denmark in next group. Malaysia and Uruguay at the end of the group. Group 7, Sweden and Israel, who beat Germany and Peru. Group 8H, Taiwan and Czech Republic, as you know, because the winner of tonight will be qualified for the next stage. Then Singapore and Chile for the group 9. Finland and Slovakia lost their matches. Okay, still no failure. Group 10, South Korea and Turkey leading. Hungary and Lithuania at the end of the group. Greece and Bulgaria for group 11, and I guess it's starting, so I tell you the last group later. So we have to spectate Jarla first, so he's at the bottom. Yes, and it's about to start. Okay, the shaman from Jarla versus the paladin from G9 Maligos. Okay.
Oh, I was wrong. Not
yeah,
the
well, you had 50% of chance. Okay, not a very good end for Jarla here. You don't want a charge too early.
No, it's looking basically just for cycle in this matchup. It's kind of hard to kill the paladin with all their defensive tools. You really want to go for the combo, and you want your freezes for the mid game for their big creatures.
Yeah. But Maligos didn't have good end as well, but now it's much better with the only Trog in the list. and is here and with Noble Mount on next turn, then Stone Earth Vindicator. Okay.
Yeah. This Shaman deck actually doesn't run damaging removal for the most part until like later on into the game with the dunk tanks and the hero cards. So if your minions can't die on board early on, the best that the Shaman can do is freeze them.
Yeah.
So this Trog, if it comes down, actually can't be killed.
Yeah, it's just only have the 3 drop. And we're gonna check the name of the card. Instructor Fire Earth. Okay, to generate spells to get rid of the board if needed. Okay, it's no big deal this for now, this Trog. But
yeah, and sometimes actually it's a liability for the Paladin, because if you start like freezing them, it's going to fill up the board, and then maybe you can do a huge board freeze with the Snowfall Guardian, and the Paladin kind of requires board space to be able to do things.
Did Maligos add you? Is it okay?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, cool.
Right. Interesting whether you bump here, because gonna allow some trades back the other way, given that this is 2 health now.
Yeah. Okay, so as planned, the Noble Mount on this Trog. When we see this kind of start with the Trog, you cannot imagine that the card has been created with his first text before the nerf. It's kind of
oh yeah, quite a bit of a change. It's still a very good card, I'd say, in aggressive decks.
It's like
it's not,
you remember the Undertaker? The Undertaker,
yes.
the 1/2.
Yes, I remember that card very well.
Okay, you can use this macro here to gain more armor, but I'm not sure. But you could deal with the Trog with it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think Yala and the Shaman side need to be thinking long term. That you're not gonna win on board conventionally at this stage, I would say. And these parrots later down the line could be a full board freeze, or it could be more draw. So I'm not sure that actually playing it is better than just hero powering, maybe playing the cavern next turn and just letting the Paladin get a bit ahead, but you have a better late game. They are trying to go for the board control approach, it seems. Just I'm not sure their hand's well equipped to do that.
Okay. So what will it be here? End of Adal. Okay. Is it thinking, yeah, to put it on the Trog? I like this. To get rid of this macro.
He could just trade into the totem as well. There isn't really much of a punish. Coming back the other way. Both your minions have 3 attack. You don't really mind if the Macaw trades the 3-1. And there really isn't anything to buff the Macaw for a value trade or any sort of hard removal. So I like killing the totem so that you don't have to deal with it later. And it's kind of likely that the Trog gets killed anyway.
Okay. Put it like this, okay. Oh, you have both the dunk tank, but you cannot corrupt them for now.
No, that's why I was saying that the Shaman probably needs to play a bit of a long game.
Okay, and when you
actually have to kill the Trog there either.
Yeah, when you have this White Pool Cavern on 4, it's often a good thing, because those 3/4s are freezing the opposite characters. Interesting. For 3 turns, you can stop your opponent to have too annoying board with that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it's gonna do enough at this stage. If there's potential Libram discounts coming down on the other end, these 3/4s aren't really gonna do a whole lot. We do see that the hand's a bit awkward actually for the Paladin. Nothing really super strong.
Okay, you can get rid of this frozen stag rod without being freezed, thanks to the what? Divine Shield. Oh, is it the Fire Earth here? Because you
potentially
really nothing to do.
Yeah, it's that or a pass or a dunk tank, and neither of those look very good.
We have a Magmanto face saying that
Wind Chill's a big pickup. You want some cycle. That's a really good one.
Very good. Oh, is it freezing the right one? Okay.
Well, the benefit of freezing this 3/1 is it can potentially die to the dunk tank AoE if you can corrupt that later.
Okay. Oh, devolving missile. You want it in such a matchup because all the Libram will be deleted.
Yes. Also potential to pick the overdraft just because you can trade it. And like I said, maybe the win condition for this Shaman's really just the full combo with the Bonary Decay. So any sort of cycle or draw is premium in this situation. But devolving is very good against Paladin.
Okay. Oh, and there is a way to corrupt those tanks now. Interesting. You could double trade the minions in the middle, and then devolving missile and Thailand for Dream.
Yeah, this looks pretty clean.
Okay, this one is good. Oh!
Ooh.
In French we say tout dans la gueule. Okay, everything in the same the same one.
This is not what we stood for.
Yep. Carrier is going to be pretty good here.
Yeah.
Not much going for the Paladins though. They probably want to play it.
Do you think you have to coin it now?
Yeah, I don't see why not really. It's pretty
clean. Oh, and then you can hit with the weapon as well. Yeah, very good. Okay, doesn't matter whether in this matchup versus the Shaman to have Carrier, because you can make the OTK despite Carrier.
Yeah, but I think that from their perspective, the hand's a bit weak. They would like to actually get use of the hero power anyway. Buff up maybe the Samurai for a big tempo swing later on.
Okay, so what is it now? Is it the Carrier? Yes. And now you played the coin you have to.
They have the choice between getting frozen here or losing their 1/1.
Oh,
and they decide to lose the 1/1.
Okay, and get rid of this one, not to be frozen. Okay, yeah, you have this primal dungeon here to get more More cards.
Now there's no mutinous in the paladin either, so you really have as much time as your life permits you to assemble your combo. You don't need to worry about them drawing a way to disrupt your combo at all. So potential Dungeoneer, and maybe even copying it from the parrot if they want more draw.
So if you okay, just a card because it's not a natural spell. So if you just right here with us, guys, it's the first BO involving G9 Malygos versus Yala, and we will have 3 BO3 tonight at a chess format. I Pocket Train and Benterface and Elben Lady and Donkey on the chat and all the other ones.
Choosing to freeze their own minion. I personally don't like doing this. We have a lot of mana as the shaman available, like we're toteming up because we haven't got much to do, but the freeze potentially saves you a lot of damage from a big boy. And you might regret using these wind chills a bit liberally later down the line when you're face down with paladins, Libram hopes and stuff.
Okay, it's a big one. It's a big one. This 6-8 for 1 balance.
I do love a good study session.
And you have Demigod KV asking, oh, Jambre is casting. Yes, he is on the Max TV. And we love that. Oh, do you think it's time, I guess, to Broken, so you can corrupt the Circus Medic, and then you only wait for Bonner to win the game?
Yeah, actually pretty close to the combo.
Only one card, but
yeah.
1 on 14.
Yeah. There is some merit that you want to cycle because we do need only that one card. So the last Battlecry I played was the Dungeoneer. So if you do play this Brucan, you eliminate the possibility to turn this parrot into some more draw.
There is something you can do with this deck if you don't get the Bonner and you have both Lightning Bloom in hand, then you can play at the same time I charge, then both Lightning Bloom and then Bryant Macau. So you get the cards twice after I've been played the cards that I charge gave you. So he can win like this, but he has to play all the Dun Tanks and Circus Medic. Without Circus Medic, it doesn't work. And we'll have the time, because if it's not the complete Infinito TK, so he won't have enough damage, I guess. Because of a carrier.
Yeah. In this situation, as I mentioned before, the wind chill would have been very nice. You don't have to take all this board damage. And you can start maybe using some of these dunk tanks. Because right now your hand's quite a lot of mana and you're facing down a big board. Oh, they're macoring the Brucan Battlecry. Could hit anything here, really. Not too useful. I mean, 2-3s are okay at least.
I'm coming.
Okay. I guess we have an issue with the cameras tonight because Enigma is telling me that he have the same issue that that Yala, so maybe no camera for tonight on OBS Ninja. I don't know why. It's no big deal. Okay, so he used this Macau now, so you have to wait for his ball now. It's mandatory now. Library of Hope. Yeah, it's not a card that you need to heal in this matchup because you're dead at the end of the game when everything is done. Whatever you are 30, 40, 50 life. But it generates a 8/8 with Divine Shield, so it's not useless. Okay,
and no freezes. And there's a Mr. Smite in hand with no other minions, so that is potentially 10 damage on its own for getting any Libram buffs as well.
Yeah.
Which would be lethal without this armor vendor coming down. Even if the board's dealt with, which currently it doesn't look like it can.
Yeah. It was too fast for the shaman here.
If only I had some warm
Even with this,
I mean, you can dunk tank the 8/8 and then dunk tank the Samuro as well. And that will allow you to full clear this board. And if you play the armor vendor, you are not alive, actually, I think, because of the Libram of Wisdom. Unless the Paladin draws an expensive minion that they cannot play alongside. So that is the hope that the Shaman has right now. Oh, actually, there's a 1/1 on board too.
Yeah. Oh, it's
that means it's not guaranteed.
Yep. 1 and 2. Which one?
Oh, they missed.
Oh, it's the other one. Okay, so you have still one draw to find Bolner here, Yala.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Or a Mutinous. Could maybe keep them alive, actually.
Yep.
Well, the board might cause issues with that.
Okay, what is it? Is it Bolner? No, Bolner. No, Bolner. You can freeze and... Oh, yeah, you...
The taunts will save them.
If it draws Bolner on the windshield, oh no, it won't have the mana now because of the 2 lightning blooms. You may have. Yeah, okay, the Viper. Why not?
Well, I mean, it might be better to trade up just because you're looking for specific cards. And like you said, you can still kill them anyway, even through the carry-out.
Okay, what would it be? Okay, so this one is 2 damage less.
Oh. It's reasonable to do this too because the charge itself can just win without even the boner at this stage because the Paladin's low and stuff. And to do that, you kind of need to get rid of the weapon.
Okay, so 2 towns in the way now. I guess you don't want to use your Mr. Smite. Yeah, maybe you just Vindicator into what is it? Hero Power to hit Mr. Smite, surely. And then
maybe
end of battle.
It might want to play the Libram of Hope too, just for a bit more board because
okay, like this.
Board's running out as well. Oh no, he's deciding to go for the Smite.
Okay, so Mr. Smite is now 10-9. Oh, okay, is it Bolner? It's not born now, and even if he...
Although there's 2 blooms here, so this circus medic after the charge is gonna allow them to double dip. So there's some merit to just playing it here. Just to deal with the board. You get 2 dunk tanks plus the medic,
freeze.
and then you get it again.
Freezing. Yeah, if he freeze everything, so there is always 1 taunt. So Mr. Smite cannot hit face.
Yep, and with this hero power 2, he's going to go up to 16. So Mr. Smite's not killing.
It's not done. It's not done yet. Jarla is still moving. And now he has another out with I get there is another Macau? Maybe not. Not sure about that.
No more Macaws.
Okay.
There's another Snowfall Guardian.
Okay. Yeah, I like to get rid of the Divine Shield before. Okay. 8 cards.
It's so close. So close.
Yeah, now with this Cariel here with the rush, he could have hit with Mr. Smite, but now it's a 16.
What he can do is carry out then hero power, and then look to hero power again next turn, and then the Smite will have enough attack to actually lethal.
I like this.
And as long as you're not dead, that might work. The downside is you don't get to play the Liberal Hope, but I don't think they're worried about that. I think they're more worried about delivering lethal before the combo is found.
Okay. Cannot play this Liberal Hope, but... Oh! Here it is.
Oh, Mutinous, that's gonna put an end to that.
Poor G9 Maligus. It was only a 1-on-2 to win the game a few turns ago, sorry. And now Mutinous hitting the big Mr. Smite. The biggest Mutinous you ever seen is here. Sklunk. 18-17. Not that bad.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for ball now.
Yeah, but the board's being dealt with now. And the Paladin's kind of just losing on board now.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't even need a full combo. I mean, there is the damage. I think it's 26 potential damage from the Yasharj and the Circus.
Thank you once more, Elben Lady, for the gift. You're the best. Thanks a lot. That's it. Conceding now J9 Maliga. So it's 1-0 in this first BO for Jarla. It was very, very close.
Yeah, came down to a coin flip.
Yeah. Current bottom score 1. Okay, and we won't see the Paladin anymore, but maybe we will see the OTK from Shaman. We will see. So beaten here, top, beaten this one, and now we'll see the Demon Hunter, the Jace and Kurtrus Demon Hunter.
This ends now. My elements are frightful.
Yeah, and the difference in this matchup is the Demon Hunter really doesn't need to play on board much at all. So a lot of the freeze effects from the Shaman aren't going to do a whole lot. Once you've got Kurtrus down, any board you make as a Shaman potentially kills you because of the expendable performers plus Felfight Deadeye combo.
Yeah, I didn't keep the armor vendor in hand, but the cavern is here. In the chat we have the GM luck comment, as often.
And for the glide on Demon Hunter side.
What do you think about this matchup? I assume that Demon Hunter can be so fast that Shaman cannot play the Warrior OTK?
Yeah, but in order to do the OTK, you need to be able to attack. So Wild Boar Cavern actually is huge in this matchup. If the Demon Hunter can't deal with it from hand, you can potentially just keep them frozen forever, and then they can never attack with their weapon.
Okay.
And unlike Weapon Rogue, they don't get to stealth themselves. So once it gets you, it's gonna keep getting you.
Do you think you will have next turn to coin the cavern?
Maybe, but there's also potential to node take the cavern and do it a bit later, so that you got another chance to keep freezing if the first one gets dealt with. It just depends how aggro you want to be. There is double Snowfall Guardian, which could potentially get very, very big, which the Demon Hunter also struggles to deal with. It's a definite merit to just tempoing out here and trying to go for an early win. Even playing the Note Taker now is completely reasonable, since there's very few removals that actually kill it, or even if they do, the Demon Hunter doesn't really want to use it on just a Note Taker.
Yeah, maybe it's here this Note Taker as a bait. Okay, so what is it? You have this Fellfire, Dead Eye here, you don't want to use. Okay, I guess it's only that you don't eat. No, you don't eat that. And there is this glide that can be very powerful, because when you're playing this shaman, you like to have many cards in hand and several ways to corrupt your card. And I assume we will see this glide in 2 turns.
Actually, it is a big chunk of the Demon Hunter's mana, so they'd probably rather not do it unless their hand's not great. I think the main reason they chose it is just as a way to fish for Curtis.
Okay, so it prefers to use this cavern here with the coin, so it's getting the coin back in hand. Which coin is it?
Yeah.
I am switching to French. J'aime beaucoup ton pseudo J'ai souhaité travail qui vient d'arriver là, qui vient de faire un follow. Merci beaucoup, c'est très drôle pour ceux qui ont vu Madame Doubtfire. Okay, it was a joke in French for a viewer. About the, I don't know if you know the movie Madame Doubtfire with Robin Williams.
Yes, I do know that.
Okay, in French, when he calls to on the behalf of the what is it in English? The babysitters. In French, he says "Je suis travail." So his wife cannot have any chance to find a woman but him to sit for this children. And in French it's funny, and he has the same nickname, Je suis travail. It means in English I am what? I am job.
I see.
Okay, is it now glide No, not now. Immolation Aura. Oh, without any spell damage. Okay, I guess you don't want to be frozen anymore. And then we glide. Okay.
It's kind of interesting to do this order, because you don't really get much value out of the cards you use. You get to dump them, but Spell Power Immolation Aura is something you kind of want to draw. You do really want to draw the Kurtress, but I'm not sure you want to draw it enough to dump those cards.
And the Shaman's almost a better end now, because they have both Dunk Tank, a Circus Medic, and a way to corrupt them. And for the OTK, you only have to have one of each, so it's perfect now. Oh, is he playing it without being corrupted? Oh, I have to check how many Circus Medic is playing in the deck, because sometimes you have only one. Okay, there are two of them.
Two, yeah. I think here he's mostly trying to keep his frozen stag guards alive, just to keep the freeze on the Demon Hunter all the time.
Yeah, I assume.
Kurtress is around, but they're only 3/4s because of the freeze effect. They're not actually able to clear these stag guards. Which is why I didn't really like dumping the Emanation Aura, because now he needs to find it, basically, or he needs to find expendable performance. If you Kurtress now, you can do that, but it doesn't help that much other than just spending the mana, because you're not going to really trade anything away.
So what would you say? Yeah, I guess it will be Kurtress.
It does unfreeze you temporarily for 1 turn as you change your hero, so you're not the same hero anymore. So
yeah,
some use of that to maybe clear up a little bit, but it doesn't.
Okay, so
Doesn't
technically
really do enough here.
Technically, it was the previous hero who was frozen. So when you change hero, the new one is not frozen. That's why it can attack now.
Yeah, I would have preferred to see it the turn after, because at least you could use both your 3/4s to kill one of them, and then you could fit in the hero power, get to 4 attack and kill the other. But currently you're just going to get frozen again, and your minions aren't going to be able to clear off this stag guard anyway. We can see there's another Cavern in hand, but Malagos doesn't know that. So he's going to just be left in the same situation, but no way to unfreeze himself until all of these stag guards are cleared, which he's going to need Spell Power Immolation or Expendable Performance to do so.
No. I'm thinking to, of using his Call of Gudon like this without the Outcast, because he runs out of response. Okay, and did was it me? Okay, he's playing a Sigil of Alacrity. Okay. Okay, you have the Macau here, but nothing really interesting. I get the last battle cry was the medic.
I think so, yeah. Not one you usually see repeated, especially uncorrupted.
Because if you're not aware about that, you don't choose the target with Macau. So it can heal yourself or it can heal the enemy. Okay, we have Chase here, but not that relevant for now.
Yeah, interesting. The Expendables gets worse because of this Stonecoil Totem, since you're going to have to sink 2 attacks into there, and those 2 performers aren't going to die. So you don't actually get the second wave as long as this Taunt Totem's sticking around. Jace is available, which will Immolation Aura plus Blast. It's not amazing, but it might clear the way so that the performers can clear up, and then potentially you could start hitting face again, because currently you're getting massively frozen. Also, the option to just use a lot of fell spells like this Chaos Leech that was picked up, plus Fell Barrage, potentially, to clean up some of this board.
Shadows grow long.
Okay, so thinking about this.
Honestly, I don't hate the Jace right now, even though it doesn't do anything super crazy.
So with the rope here, you cannot do something too fancy. Okay.
He's holding on to this Chaos Strike as well. And I guess in hopes that he's not going to be frozen forever. I think I would have probably cycled it there.
And a lot of people from Taiwan here on the chat. Hi guys. And let's see, we have 10 energy sent to Taiwan from chat. And if you want to send energy to Czech Republic as well, use the bottom command, exclamation mark, bottom command. Rokan, okay, so the dunk tank is corrupted, but still no medic corrupted.
There isn't, but
6 damage.
They might just be able to get there just on this board plus some of this damage and not have to go for the full combo.
Okay, is it 2 damage to get rid of the 3-1? No, that's 2-3. Okay, so
I think it might have been better there to actually just kill his guy, because because of the expendable performance, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and X on the chat say they did a Denmark emote in advance that people can spam when we win. Yeah, I met it a few times ago with the Furiant emote as well. Okay, expendable performance. And still does hot start guards here to freeze and freeze again. So as I said at the start of the match, really powerful.
Yeah, but interestingly, like if they chose the deal 2 instead of the taunts, they would only be able to get 1 wave of these expendables, which would have left the Charm with a few more stag guards on board.
Oh, not a good draw. Is it 6, and it's 10? So, oh, and what is it? Okay, it doesn't have the right hero power.
No, he's very close.
Lethal. Yeah. Oh,
could get it from the Macaw if it deals the 6. Seems it didn't.
Yes. You don't shoot. 2-1 and no, not the good one. Oh, and I know the aura power that doesn't change because you play the Macau, because you don't play the card itself. It's only the battle cry. Okay, so now you can deal 6 phase and you can have 4 with eye charge if you have the place on the board to play it. So what will it be? Do you spend your Jace here?
Well, the Jace has an Immolation Aura, 1 Fell Screen Blast in it, and a Chaos Leech, and a Fell Barrage, and that is not enough for the board. Plus, you need to heal at least to 7 here. I was going for the spell power. I don't know if this interaction works anymore. They might change this. I think it used to work, but it does still work.
Okay. Cool.
But he doesn't have any minions anymore. He needed that Immolation not to be the first spell.
Yeah.
So he could get the healing.
Okay, so it's 2-0 for the first BO. Okay, so the global score here for Czech Republic. It's 1BO to 0 now. Okay, and we are going to go there. Here we are back on cam. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put the result here. This one, G9 Maligos lost his BO, and Yala won his one. Yeah, like this. So now we are about to see the lineups from Xilin Ung, who will play versus Enigma. As you may know, there will be 3 BO3s. The first one is for Czech Republic. The second one we are about to start it, and the first nation with 2 BO1 win it all. Okay, so, and remember that both teams just won their first game, their first round of the Max League of Nations 2 last week, so I guess Czech Republic may get the qualification for the next stage if they win tonight. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna change the names of the players by saving this, and we are about to display the lineups, starting with Xilin Hung. Just right now, it's perfect, it's wonderful, it's magic. It's bringing a priest, a mage, and a shaman, and if you love mage, sorry for that, because both mage will be banned tonight. So the priest, which one is it? Okay. Oh, is it a miracle one?
Yes, this is a starter deck I know well. I actually made this deck, the early versions of it anyway. Not exactly this list. They're running double bless, and no Elec mount, which I tend to normally run, and they're running double devour over Holy Smite. So this one's looking to close out the game a bit quicker, but it has a little less longevity or sticky boards. But a very powerful deck. Once it pops off, it tends to win most games.
You have to draw the right way, but the right order. But okay. So no mage. It would have been a Mozeki one. Okay, so we won't see this this Mozeki mage, and see you. Just hello to Pocket Train on the chat. When we talk about Mozeki Mage, we talk about Pocket Train. Shaman, which one? Oh, it's the same Shaman. Is it running 2 Circus Medic? Yeah, 2 Circus Medic, and a Viper as well. Okay, cannot see something weird in the list. Is it okay for you too?
There's a spammy Arcanist, which isn't always an inclusion.
Yeah.
Help deal with some of the boards once you've frozen them, which is kind of nice.
Okay.
Buy you some time, but other than that, looks pretty standard.
Okay, so we can jump to the next one from Enigma. Enigma is playing a priest, a mage, but a demon hunter. And the priest is the same one. So we have a mirror of priest, which is quite unlikely because of the order of the matches has been drawn randomly, as I said before. And they brought the same priest at the same time. And the demon hunter is the Jace one. Okay, with the Macteridon. And a Thanos.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Something to say about that, or we can jump to the games? What do you think?
Well, the only difference between the 2 priest lists is that there's an extra flash heal in the checklist, and 1 fewer bless, and otherwise they're exactly the same. You might see another demon hunter against shaman, just going the other way this time, so it'd be interesting to see how Czech decide to deal with the constant freezes essentially coming out of the shaman.
Yeah, we see. Okay, So I guess we can go there. I just have to do one thing. The score is okay. I'm displaying the next band. I'm displaying not this, the right classes right now. Okay, and the right picture as well, because the previous one has not been not playing anymore. Just a second, I'm checking the camera. Okay,
Oh,
I guess
the game has started.
Oh, they started
already.
without me? Okay, there will
so,
be
yeah.
penalties. So, doing a battle with a friend. Okay, Enigma. Enigma, where is he? Okay, I'm gonna send penalties to everyone, okay? They know they have to wait for me.
I mean, maybe you could ask them to redo, I'm not sure.
Okay. You had to wait for my go. Why is he? Any man knows, because Taiwan players is their first time on the Max TV. But okay, you can go on. But Enigma is not his first time, so he will take the penalty. That's it. You can go on. Yeah. Okay, so it has been started a few seconds ago. We have Enigma at the bottom of the screen. We have Xilin Hung at the top of your screen, so don't forget to use the comments top and bottom. And we have the exact opposite matchup than the previous one.
Yeah, no cavern from the shaman
no
this
cavern,
time, though.
yeah. So he has to draw by freezing his own minion. Okay, got rid of his first Warblades. Maybe he's playing the second one with a Sigil of Alacrity. Okay, we are.
Has a double jump in his hand, so he's probably looking to try and combo that with a skull on turn 6 with the coin. If the board's not putting enough pressure. Or you could just draw it.
Ooh.
Can play it if he uses the blaster.
Yeah, with
which he probably will do.
Coin. Okay. Okay. He's winning. The famous Skull of Gul'dan on 5. Remember that the cards were 5 mana.
Yeah.
Before the nerf.
Yeah, that was that didn't last too long.
And Xilin Hung managed to corrupt his Circus Medic. The first one and the Dunk Tank. Okay, so he have both in hand, but will far from the combo for now. But with Therian Fordring, he will draw his Eye Charge. 2 more cards to draw to have the OTK. The Lightning Bloom and Ball now. Okay, so what is it now? Do you... Yeah, you have the time to play the Circus Medic here. I guess it could be the right slot to do. Because sometimes you don't have the time to play such card. It's not a very good card by itself.
No.
So you are ahead on board, and you have the time and the mana. I guess it's not bad. It's
Maybe thinking about playing at one of the Snowfall Guardians, just for the bigger body. So it's going for the cycle plus medic route.
Okay, the medic is here. Interesting. Interesting use of the other wind chill.
Yeah, not a whole lot of targets from this Demon Hunter. They tend to play off board for the most part. Mostly going to be used for cycle. Oh, Kurtra's picked up's very big. Don't necessarily have to play it straight away. It is a good answer to the Wild Boar Cavern, if that were to come down.
Okay.
Actually, there's potential to if you double jump here and draw the skull. If you studies before doing so, you can play it outcast, but you need to studies first, then play the double jump.
Okay. Okay, it's the Kurtras. Okay, already played. And
Yeah, it's reasonable.
on his side, he can attack because no cavern on Shaman's side, but 2 cards left to win the game. Bonner, Lightning Bloom. Okay.
And the mana. There's another
And the
part
mana.
of it.
And the mana.
Needs to get to the mana cost.
Yeah. You have a good spot here for the dunk tank as well. Oh, Lightning Bloom. Only 1 card left to draw. 1 on 14.
Yeah. Also, at this stage,
switching.
as the Shaman, you need to be worried about the expendable performance combo. There are currently 3 discounted cards in the Demon Hunter's hand. And if even one of them's either the performers themselves or the Deadeye, you got to be careful putting a lot of health onto the board.
Yeah.
Because you might take a lot of face damage in the process.
I guess it's a spectral sight. Okay, draw 2. Is it a lot? Yeah.
So if they choose the
My hunt goes on.
Sigil Runner here, they can still go for double jump into Skull.
Okay, thinking. Okay,
It's not
it was
guaranteed
a
to hit the
runner.
Skull, but potential.
First, this one.
Oh, they did hit. Unlikely source.
Vanilla. Vanilla style. Okay, so the furry I-beam number 2.
Yes. And I think the double jump doesn't draw anything now. It's not a huge deal.
Okay, he wants to end the game as soon as possible now. So what is it? It's another dunk tank. I guess you can dunk tank. Oh, he has the other medic as well. Is it the way that Spammer Arcanist is better? No, he didn't play any dunk tank. He has to... Before next turn, he has to play 1 dunk tank because when he has the mana, the 10 mana, and if he draws Bonner,
Yeah.
he want to have
I mean,
played
there is
at
some
least
hope
1.
here that these minions will connect face as well. And help you along, so maybe you don't need the full combo.
Yeah. Okay, and by freezing the 5/1s, 5/1s, and 1/1, the Demon Hunter cannot bring 7 performers, so the combo is not that huge. Only 4, then 4.
Yeah. You could full clear with the spell Immolation, but you also kind of want the stats on board so that you have things to rush into. So maybe he needs to partially clear, maybe even clear off his own guys with dissimulation, and look to just save some stats on board, but not enough to cause you a threat to your health. Because if he does full clear here, the Shaman could just not play any more stats on board, and it takes quite a long time for you to actually kill them.
Okay, it keeps the 9-7 for the reason you said, and now his board is clear, so it can have so many rush minions. Okay, what is it? The cavern. Too late. Too late. Maybe not. Maybe not too late. We'll see.
He could shoot his own minion with the dunk tanks, and that would actually stop him from dying. Apparently there's 8 health on board, so 8 extra attacks is 16.
Yeah.
Plus the 2 you start with.
I think it's time to use this fire art here. You have... Oh, now it's complicated with the rope, but he had time.
I mean, he needs to be very careful with how much health he leaves on board, otherwise he will just die to the combo. They're a little short here, and there's not enough mana to play that. But there's no healing really from the Shaman's side, so you could just put them down to 3 health here.
Yeah.
There's the hero card, which can heal up a bit, but maybe best bet's to just go for it here. Put them to 3, and then hope to finish the job with Arcanist Fell Barrage next turn. Otherwise you could Jace, but then that's going to clear up the board and your damage potentials are gone. But you might feel a bit more safe.
It's a Jace.
Interesting because, yeah. I mean, this heals you, but you're not going to be able to deliver lethal against the Shaman, really. Even though they're so low.
Okay, you have to do something now, but you can't. And this bonus still at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you can Circus Medic the 7-3. You can trade the Viper.
Oh, actually, with this Chaos Strike drawn, they do have enough damage. Even if the ball gets cleared, so there needs to be some healing. Oh, this
one is not that bad. But
there's 7 freeze sticks.
How can you deal with a Jace if you do this? Because you only can deal 2 to the opponent's minion.
Yeah. There's a slight issue. I mean, you do heal more than it does damage to you. Plus 9. But you heal for 11. And you do some damage to them, so... It's a bit better than doing nothing.
No.
Might be enough to keep them alive.
Okay. So it's 22 now. And it has nothing on the board, so the performance is not usable anymore.
Yeah, I'm counting 9 from the Jace, 8 from the Fell Barrage plus the Arcanist, plus another 2, which is 19.
19 is not that bad. It's not 22, but it's 19.
You could trade the Viper here and find lethal. I think that does it. I think that is exactly lethal. Or actually maybe 1 over. Or maybe my counting's horrible. We'll find out. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold up, did they? Oh no, they're fine. They have enough. I was gonna say they missed a refresh there, but they had enough damage.
Yeah. And it's 1-0 here for the second BO for Czech Republic. Submitting that if Enigma wins the next game, so Czech Republic win the confrontation tonight. So
thing on the priest.
Yeah, priest is here.
Priest is very good into this demon hunter, I would say.
Okay.
It's a bit better if you're running the Alec mounts than if you're not, because demon hunter has a very hard time dealing with them. But you generally have a lot of time to assemble your combo. Demon hunter doesn't put out many boards, and once you do, it's usually too much for them to handle.
Okay, I guess they are waiting now for me, but it's not needed anymore. I'm gonna tell them to go on. Okay, you can go on. Okay, why is it? Oh, I get this one. You can go on. No problem. It's only for the first game. Waiting for opponent. Okay. It's only for the first game. We have to discuss the lineups with the great co-caster Jambre. Loved by anyone.
I've played a lot of priests, maybe more than anyone else has.
This version?
Well, close to it. I mean, it's the same general concept. You want to maximize the chance of finding your combo pieces. What you want is Nazmani and a way to copy it, so usually Gift of Luminance. And then a bunch of cheap spells which discount something, which is your payoff. And your payoff normally is going to be Malagos as the strongest one because it fills your hand up again. But you can sometimes just have buffed up minions and psych splits getting you there, or Draconic Studies as well. But the key to the deck really is just maximizing your odds of finding the pieces, and then once you found the pieces, doing everything in the right order so that you discount the right targets.
Yeah. And I guess the Demon Hunter will have a very difficult time to get rid of huge minions.
Yes. So
except
it's
with Mactiridan.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. You want to probably get up to 5 minions on board when you go in, if you can help it, to play a bit around Magtheridon. But it's important as the priest, if you're going to go in, make sure you fully go in. And this thrive on 2 is something I don't tend to do as the deck. If you look at the hand, they're not actually going to be playing the Nazmani for a few turns. So they don't actually need to draw the spell to pair with it also for a few turns. If you delay this thrive a couple of turns, you're more likely to hit what you want because you have that natural draw to eliminate some spells from your deck as well. So by doing it here, you're kind of like trying to speed it up, but you don't really need to with this hand, I would say. They're looking for basically palm reading or gift there, but they didn't get it. Okay, it's 18. Sometimes you don't eat a priest who runs Xerera. But it's not a wow, they're just tempoing it.
Oh, okay.
I really dislike that.
Oh yes, it's one of your the key card of your combo. So
yes, if it dies here, which it can do to you, obviously fell barrage. There's not a whole lot else that does, but the reward, even if it lives, isn't that great because you don't have a copy card in hand. Would have drawn it.
Was it to corrupt the insight maybe?
It does, but it's no good really corrupting Insight if it draws you Zarella or Malagos at this point, because then you don't have a Nazmani to discount it. The Insight's naturally going to get corrupted anyway whenever you play that Nazmani. So if you wait till like turn 6 or 7 when Nazmani gift, you could play the corrupted Insight on the same turn. So I think they're being a bit reckless, I would say, just spending their cards a bit too quick when they can just be a bit more patient.
Yeah, I guess. Priest is patience.
Yeah. At least they picked up Mali rather than Zarella. So that's potential strong play coming up.
When you play Priest, you eat the hero power, you heal, and then you pass. And you wait.
That's how the pros do it. I think in most of my games I just do that for the first like 6 turns. And I say this is the strongest way to play the deck.
And when your opponent fell asleep, you attack. Oh, the Great Dragons Alexstrasza Life Binder. Okay. Coin Skull. Okay. So 2 games with Demon Hunter and 2 games with Skull on 5.
Yep.
Okay.
But I mean, in this matchup, the damage is very limited, and there's a lot of healing from the priest, so there's no Ilgin off or anything. So the chance of dying when you have no board as a priest is very, very low. In fact, it's kind of impossible. So you can just chill for a while. So even a skull early on is not super scary.
How many cards in and 9? So you can play this Talnos maybe, or you can keep it in hand. You can keep it in hand, okay. But
I mean, the win condition for this Demon Hunter at this stage is dealing with what the priest does. So we've seen an Insight come out. Plus we've seen Draconic Studies used, so unlikely to be second Nazmani. So it's either Zarella or Malagos. So when this Malagos comes down, you really want to be able to kill it so that they can't psych split it. Because then it's very difficult to deal with. 2 Fortitudes picked up means it's going to be pretty hard to kill. But you do have Magtherodon, which can do the job very nicely.
Yeah.
And there isn't any Alec mounts, but there are Blesses. So you can't really leave this Malagos alive and try and greed this Magtherodon, I don't think.
Yeah, you play it for things like this. And you have this Talos for 0. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, you can use the Arcanist Blast to kill the 1/3s, or you could use Thalnos Immolation Aura to do the same thing. Your choice, really.
Okay. So, if you just arrived on the chat, we have an issue tonight with the cams. But it's no big deal because we have the beautiful pictures of the players from Taiwan and Czech Republic. And we have at the middle of the second BO3 LHS mode. And it's already 1 BO for Czech Republic and 1 game in the second BO. And now a 12-12 on board. What can you do, Tirande?
It's available. You can copy it.
Yep.
Hand is kind of expensive. No palm reading picked up from the Malagos, which is unfortunate. You might want to look to do some sort of combo. Just psych splitting itself is not crazily good because you're just equal on board. You haven't really got much else to help. So maybe in this spot you might want to thrive and try and find palm reading. Maybe try and pick up a discovered spell like a Shadow of Death, for instance, or a Wave of Apathy. and then on one turn, psych split it, deal with their one, and then suddenly you've got a threat which is hard to deal with. I think just going for it now is just gonna probably leave you behind still. So maybe looking for Renew or Palm Reading here would be good.
Impressive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Didn't pick it up, but you do have another split, so maybe between two of them you'll be okay.
Okay, so many damage here with this is already 15. Yeah, 15. What do you do on the rest?
Maybe.
Can Fury the Magtheridon on their end, and then Kurtrus and use the 5/4s to clear it off. Or you can do the same with this I-Beam, that's Outcast. Goes for the I-Beam, trying to save the Fury for face, I imagine.
Okay, I like the way. I like the way to deal with this Magtheridon. Okay. Interesting. And now you burned your Naz, I don't know what. What is it? Naz money.
Palm Reading picked up. Desperate Prayer potential. You could try and trade into Zarella, or use the. Or once you've played this other Gift of the Naru, if you pick up Zarella, if you pick Desperate Prayer, you could potentially have enough to just clear this Magtheridon.
Okay, what is it? Oh no, another one. Okay, can restore.
Not enough mana now to.
And another one.
Yeah. Looks like we might see these Desperate Prayers just come down to keep the priest alive.
And on the chat we have the comment, priest only loses to the random glide. Not sure about that now.
No, but I think this is the priest's own doing for being a bit too impatient. It's not over yet, but it's getting there. Oh, Kurtrus isn't bad there.
Kurtrus is 6 here. And
Interestingly enough,
10.
Kurtrus actually refreshes the Demon Hunter Kurtrus's hero path because it does attack.
Yeah, twice. But only refresh once, I guess, because you cannot hit the button between the two attacks.
I think they have enough to clear this Magtheridon.
Yeah, and if you deal with this one, I'm not sure that priest can deal something more.
Oh, they trade.
Okay. I guess
It does give the priest a lot more time.
Yeah, but don't you think that with Jace in hand, they are able to deal enough damage? Not now, but in a few turns.
Yeah, potentially. But there is a lot of heals from the priests, and I think for the priests, they're more concerned about sticking a threat of their own, so that they can kill that. And this is kind of the issue with not running Alec Mount. It's way harder to stick a board, or when you do stick a board, it's like easier to deal with.
Okay. Do you think that you can get rid of one expendable performers here to deal with the 8/8, and have a little board of 1/1.
Potentially, you could also go for the Jace to do the same thing. There's 2
Yeah.
Shadow Word Devours in the priest deck, which haven't been played yet, and we see them in hand, so that's a nice answer to a board of 1/1s, but you could go for that.
Okay, still thinking.
It's got to be quick. The performers are a lot of attacks to get through this thing.
Oh, would he have time for that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you have to wait for the other wave to revive. One have to.
Oh, they missed. This is huge because with the Shadow Word Devour, it's going to get a lot of health. And you can heal it up and bless it. This is terrible from the Czech Republic. It's going to be a huge punisher. There's no psych splits left for the priest.
That's a penalty award.
I think. Oh, there might be actually. It might have been a generated one. If there is, it's going to put a lot of stats on board.
Okay.
So be maybe slightly wary of your own life total.
Okay. And we have another comment from the same guy. I guess if you play like this, you can lose to lots of things besides the random glide.
Oh, they picked up Apotheosis. So any chance of dying seems to be gone now.
Okay.
And it's gonna hit him for a lot. This is huge.
What happened?
And this
here?
shouldn't have been alive at all. This hand would have been dead. At least for another time.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Okay, to set up the throne, okay. And now we say that the little mistake on not hitting with the rush, the 1/1 rush, less turn, put a 18/18 on board.
My hunt goes on.
You can live here.
There is no measure to my fury! Amidst the flames, only we shall
Maybe this Jace does enough to clear it with the spell power.
them fell.
Looks like it does.
There is no
And that means like on the priest then they have 1 Draconic Studies left. And Osmani and Azarella for threats, which is going to be pretty hard to get across the line with that.
Okay.
Although they can die here to Draconic Studies because they had to face tank this damage. It's not been picked up.
Okay. Each turn the players get the board back. Okay. And now Kurtrus and Jace has been played. So what do you do?
I think on the Czech side, they need to just be concerned about Draconic Studies seeing another Alex Straza and trying to get above 8 health this turn. They can do that with the Talented Arcanist, Chaos Leech, and Eye-Beam.
And only 6 cards left in Priest deck. 9 for Demon Hunter.
The answer is here.
Ah, the answer is here. Okay. And still Xyrella, I guess, in the Priest deck. Oh, it's playing the Scarfy gun. Okay.
All the same.
Okay.
It's interesting. I'm not sure you actually need to. They might come down to fatigue a little bit this game.
Yeah. I was thinking about not playing it instead. Okay.
Isn't enough on its own. They need to heal twice. Now that Alex can out is still real. Doesn't get picked up though. That's fortunate. I feel like you needed to play both that turn. A couple of panicky turns from Czech, it seems.
And the second one, it's so late. Second Nasmani Drug River.
We will feed on this world.
Yeah.
We will feed
I have a result for you. Poland just beat Brazil 2-0 in the Group A. I want to check what it means for the Group A. Oh, I guess Poland is qualified with 2 wins now. GG.
You go, Poland. Is
Poland.
it 2 teams from each group qualify?
Yeah, only 2. Poland is composed of Misrael, Dawido, and Mikolop. And Brazil is Fred, Reis, and Naciel.
aim for the wheels.
Shadows grow long.
Well, this is guaranteed Zarala, but I think there's enough damage anyway
What knowledge do
with the Fury in hand.
provide?
And it looks like Demon Hunter's going to take this one.
I am running low on cards.
Yeah, running low on cards. Okay. But it's lethal right now. So it's 2-0 for Czech Republic. 2-0. In the BO and the global score. Okay, I'm gonna check if the players can join us for a little interview. Why is he? Okay. Which one is it? This one. Okay. Are you okay for a little interview on Discord? Okay, Enigma as well. Where is he? Enigma. Yeah. Waiting for them. Okay, we are back on cam right now, and we are checking the right players here. So second BO has been won by Enigma and okay, and lost by Isabel City World Team. Sure. And what is it? By overall, yeah. Yes. Is it okay in English? Okay, we'll have the whole Czech Republic team in a few seconds, and I'm checking on. Okay, just a second. I'm checking on Taiwan because I guess they're not very comfortable with the English.
Okay.
So I'm adding the guys right now. Okay, in the same conversation. So adding Yala, then we have Fiery, and then we have Enigma. Yeah. Okay, they're added, and I guess we have them in a few seconds. Yeah, we have Yala, we have Fiery.
Hello.
Hi.
Maybe in a
Hi,
few
guys.
seconds, Enigma. I'm checking if your opponents can. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm adding the 3 of you. We'll have the the Taiwan team in few seconds as well, so I'm adding them. Okay, so it's G9 Maligos, it's Shaxi, and it's Xilin Ung. Okay, they're added, and we are about to have them as well. Yeah, we are G9 Maligos. Who are you? Do you hear us?
Yup.
Yes, we have Xilin Young. Okay, do you hear us?
Yeah. Hi, Jambre. Hi, Max.
Hi. Oh, how was this day, this confrontation? So I guess you played the second match. That's it. The one who just ends.
Yeah.
Okay. You played the exact opposite matchup at the previous one in the last game of the first BO. Do you think that this shaman, this Ochige shaman, should be ahead in the matchup?
Yeah. We think that Jaman is about maybe tier A or much further than the other classes. Yeah.
Okay. And do we have? Okay, you're the last one. Okay. Then on the Enigma side, what do you think about the way you played the last BO3? And what about this rush minions not hitting the 8-1? Was it because of the discussion with your teammates?
No, it was actually our plan the entire time. So they would throw away their hand, and we would just clear it. So yeah, it was all planned. But no, really, we didn't have. We were just discussing whether or not we should chase or not,
Yeah.
or save the performers. But I decided to go with performers, but I kind of underestimated the animation time.
Yeah. When the guys rip up. Okay, so I have to just to enter your win on the bracket. Just a second. Which group is it here? So you won 2-0, and I guess it's a qualification because you cannot. You qualified for the next stage, Czech Republic, and Taiwan. You have one win for the previous round, and you'll fight Luxembourg next round. What do you think about them? Do you know the players? Maybe it's Weirer, it's Alexei Diesel, and the third one, the Demon.
Oh, not really.
No problem. No problem. Do you think you still have chance to qualify? You have to get last win next week.
Okay, thank you.
Do you think it's possible to get this win?
Sure.
Okay. And Feidi, what do you think about your team for this edition of the Max League of Nations, the second one? Now we are a global event. The first one was only a European one, and you are a runner-up because you were in the final versus UK.
Yeah, you lost to me.
Yeah, a little island, you know.
Yeah, I think the team is basically the same. Like the core of me and Jarla is just there, so it works. Enigma is a welcome addition. We kind of lobbied for him to be there instead of some
Yes.
other options. But I don't really mind having anyone on the team. Like the Czech scene is full of good players, so yeah, we're just happy we are the chosen ones to be here.
Okay. And do you think you can make a better result than the previous one?
Honestly, probably not, because it somehow depends on luck as well, right? But yeah, we'll do our best. But being second last time was a big success for us. And yeah, let's see how this one goes. But I think we are one of the top teams for sure. But
I guess.
to just say we are gonna reach finals for sure, that's impossible.
And you are the second team qualified for the next stage, because Poland just won versus Brazil and qualified themselves as well.
Yeah, Poland was one of the teams that people really underestimated, I think, but they are performing really well.
Yeah, we'll see that in the next stage. I can't wait to make the draw. But we have still a third one to go on this qualification stage. Okay. What about you, Xilin, about the format of the Max League of Nations too? It's your first participation in a Max Team event. What do you think about this? Xilin Young, it's for you.
Is it a question for me still?
No, it was for the Taiwan player.
Oh yeah, I thought so. Sorry.
Sorry.
No problem. What do you think about the format of the event? Do you like this?
You mean that you're standing, or?
Last year standing and bringing 9 different classes.
I think it's fair enough to all the players, and it's just great. And I'm looking forward to join the next tournament.
Okay. And few people know about that, but the idea of this format with where you have to bring 9 classes on 10, it's an idea of Fai. So thank you, Fai. Everyone likes the format.
Oh
yeah, I think it's nice that we see a lot of decks. Maybe the one thing that might be considered for improving is somehow make some order into the picking, because like this, the lineups clash randomly, and it sometimes can decide the matchups too much. But I don't know what would be the best way to solve this. But maybe something like the first team chooses the first lineup for each team, and then the rest is decided by the other team or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
If you know what I mean. So like basically, like we choose one of our lineups and we choose one of their lineups, but then there are 4 lineups left, and they can pair them however. But I don't know. There has to be some good way to somehow draft the lineups or the matchups, because now it's random. But yeah, the system is super interesting to play, that we can see so many decks. So that was the main idea, and that works.
Yeah, it works very fine. Maybe you have a question for Yala or any player, Jambre?
I wanted to ask about your druid, Yala.
Yes.
Let me bring it up.
It's the same list as we had last week. We didn't change that. We didn't change anything since we won last week, and it worked out. But yeah, there is a couple more options right now. You can play like the Isharash with the amulets and strongmans. That's also now really popular on ladder. I'm not really sure what's best. Like I think all the possibilities for druid are decent. It's just preference and whatever works out against like different matchups.
Mm-hmm. I love that you're playing the Malagos still. Everyone else has cut it, so.
Yeah, I also cut it in my ladder list, but yeah, I'm not really sure.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah. Okay, I said nothing.
Okay, guys. Just another question, Jambre, or is it okay for you?
I think, or actually, how much the priest of both teams played? You both brought a very similar list. So I was wondering how much have you played of the deck, and do you like the deck?
I think Enigma played it decent amount.
Yeah, I played
on ladder.
I mean, a decent amount. I don't know. I played like max 50 games with the deck. So,
Right.
I mean, this season I've played some before, but I'm definitely an expert. So,
Yeah, I played 6 games of this priest, so yeah.
About 100 of I love Miracle Priest.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a very fun deck.
Yeah.
And we were surprised that you placed your Nazmani Blood River on 3 like this. Didn't you think that it was risky?
Yup. But I think I must corrupt that inside to make another draw, to make like draw Madigos or another one for 1 mana.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was to corrupt the card. Okay, interesting. Okay, guys, is it okay for you, Jambre?
Yep.
Okay, guys, thank you for the games, and see you next week for the round 3. GG Czech Republic for the qualification, and that's it. So see you, and thank you for being here for the games, for accepted the invitation. See you guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey guys, bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Okay, and here we are. It was 2-0 for the Czech Republic. A very strong Czech Republic tonight. We saw they were very solid, and I guess we have to count on them for the rest of the tournament. Do you think they are your best opponents you can have in the whole the world nations?
I think they're out there. I mean, the Czech they won a team tournament already in the past. Yala and Fairley together, I believe, were on the same team a few years ago, which was a Blizzard Run tournament. So they've definitely got the experience, and we saw they came second last time. Very strong team. Definitely keep an eye on them.
Okay, so we are going to talk about UK because it's not tomorrow, but it will be on Wednesday 9 p.m. Yeah, it's UK versus Netherlands. Netherlands lost their first match, so they have to win if they don't want to be eliminated, and you have to win to be qualified to the next stage. And on Tuesday, 9 p.m, we have Peru versus Germany. The two teams have lost their first match, so they have to win. If not, they are eliminated. The cast tomorrow will be in English, and on Wednesday will be in French by Cool Kid and Maxence. What do you think about the Netherlands? Do you think you can manage to deal with them? It's a Max Philippi, Keltrag, and yeah, go.
I'm playing against Captain Kitty, who
and
is
Captain Kitty.
part of my my practice group, so that'll be interesting.
Okay,
a little bit of extra weight to it, that match.
And last week I was with Mitty. I was co-casting with Mitty, and he said as well that Captain Kitty is a very good player, and he thought he will be able to win his game, but he hasn't. Okay, so I wish you the best for Wednesday, and thank you, Jambre, for having been here with us and with
Thanks
me.
for having me.
Okay, guys, see you on the chat. For me, it will be next Monday. I don't know the match yet, but it will be the round 3, and you can come back tomorrow for Peru, Germany, and on Wednesday for UK, Netherlands, and then Jambre will be playing. So you have to see.
Yes.
Okay, guys, see you.